different kind of video. I've got some special guests here with us today. We all got a little confused because I moved their cage. If you follow me on Instagram at all, you might notice that I love my ratties, and they've been around for a little while now. There's a whole story behind them, so I thought I'd share that here. Introduce them. I don't know how far you can see. There's kind of like a two-part cage here, and then I made like a little condo on top for them using their old cage. So I get to all of that. So I have rats. I'm a crazy rat lady. It all started one day when I went to look for a litter box for my cat at a pet store. That's how these things start. It's always so innocent. And can you see him? I'll try not to block him while I talk about them. There you go. So, yeah, I was going to look for a litter box, and I found that there was a pet store that still sold pets. I didn't know that pet stores still did that. And I was just looking around, like they had birds and fish and little pocket pets and rodents, and I was like, I don't know. I just looked at the rats and I was like, oh, cool. And they had like pet rats or fancy rats, and they had this whole like glass-sided window box pane of feeder rats. And I don't know, I just thought about it and went home. I didn't find a litter box after all. And then so from there I started to research like crazy. Like, just I knew nothing about rats as pets and like the different kinds of rats. A feeder rat versus a fancy rat, really there's no real difference, just the name. Diseases, things like that. Just if I had a pet rat that got sick, what I could expect, what things they're prone to, blah blah blah. And then I was like researching. I was like, okay, like maybe I could have another pet, could have a rat. Most important thing I learned is you should never have just one rat. They are really social and they're companion animals, so you should always have at least 2 rats. Be careful about genders. You really want to get one gender over the other in case you want lots and lots and lots and lots of rats in a short period of time. So from there, I just went back to visit the pet store, and he let me visit the little, take a layer up here. You'll hear lots of background noises from these guys. So I went to, I should not block you, there you go, you can see them. Went to see their little feeder rats, and he let me play with them, and they're really sweet. Like, some of them were really scared, but some of them would just like climb right onto your hand and just sniff you, check you out. Like, even if they were scared, like, they never bite. Like, they're just really nice little ratties. It kind of amazed me how nice they were, so I was kind of smitten. There was one that was really friendly, and he was like all white with the red eyes. He's in here, don't worry. And hi, hello. I really wasn't sure what my thoughts would be on a white rat with red eyes. Like, it's like, oh, that sounds kind of creepy looking. Like, oh, maybe I should get one of like the brown ones or the spotted ones, blah blah blah. But I had in my mind that I was going to get all boys, so there was like not going to be a single chance that anybody was pregnant, nothing like that. So I know, he's like, you don't have any food, why would I come over? Right. So the first little creepy looking dude, because he's white with the bright eyes, like, eh. Anyway, like, then and there I named him, like, you are Stevil, if you have not seen. It's from a TV show. I was like, because he looks kind of evil, but he's nice. So this little guy, anyway. So I called him Stevil. Yeah. Not this one, I'll show you Stevil. So yeah. So like, there's my downfall already, is that I named rat. And so I was still thinking about things, trying to get like family members on board. Like, I'm gonna bring some rats home, so let's think about it, let's sleep on it one more night. And it was like the end of the day, like the pet store was closing. I just had visited a second time just to hang out with the ratties, and somebody came in to get a rat for their snake, which is okay. But because he was the most friendly and the bravest, when he reached his hand in to grab a rat, the one that he got was Stevil, because he was friendly, right? He stayed right there when he went to pick him up. And I was like, no, you can't take Stevil. And they're like, what? I was like, you know, yeah, you can't have any of the boys. I'm taking all the boys right now. So that was it. Like, at the end of the night, I was like, nope, So I just suddenly had to buy like all the things. I had been looking at like the different cages and the different foods and all that. So I had an idea, but it was like the most spontaneous emotional buy, like all at one time to get my rats. You probably can't see when they wash their little feet are like little hands. It's really cute. Okay, all right, I'll stop being crazy, rat lady. There's lots of chatter behind me, as you can tell. Yeah, so I came home with 3 boy rats, and at the time, like while I was there during the day visiting them, I had taken pictures of the boys because there were like a lot of rats, unfortunately, mixed together. So I had to take pictures so I could tell which ones were the boys. And I was going through my pictures, and I was like, that guy. I don't have that guy. Oh no, there's a 4th boy. I don't have the 4th boy. Like, I planned to get 2. There were 3 boys that I found, so I took all 3, but it turns out there was a 4th boy. So I went back the next day, and it was late in the day. I didn't get the chance to get there early, and thankfully he was still there. So I hope he didn't have any resentment against me for that, but he joined the pack. So I had 4 very young, very juvenile, like maybe 1-month-old rats. Suddenly I had 4 rats. So crazy, that rat lady right off the bat. And yeah. So they started off in this cage. It did have like a little plastic bottom up and with it that I took off and I put it on top here. And then it got to the point that I was like, yeah, like it's getting a little crowded for them in there. So like, just after I had them for a couple days, I ordered this big like 2-story cage. You can't even see the whole thing. But I was pretty excited about that. So when they moved into it, it was like setting up a home for Sims. It was a lot of fun. Like designing like ropes and ladders and things for them to climb on. I don't know how they can see all the stuff that's going on in there. Anyway, super fun. Like rats are very smart, very friendly. Like they're like little dogs is how I think about it. And again, I never wanted rats before, just like a maternal instinct. Everything kicked in at once. So, love them. I forget where I was going to go with that story, but we should probably meet our rats. Close this up for a second. Lots of noise, I'm sorry. Hello, boys. You sleeping? Are you sleeping? Stevil's down in there. He's like sleeping away. I think he might be the only one that knows his name so far, but for sure. Stevil, hi. Are you awake? He's pretty sleepy. Normally I totally let them be when they're sleeping, but they are really good about it too, especially if there's food. Hi, can I see you? Hello. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Oh, here's his little Stevil. So he's all white. Or cream. I'm not an expert in my rat colors yet. He's still got little sneezes. Everybody had sneezes when I got them. Hi! But he still has occasional little sneezes. So just, oh, are you leaving me? The cage is closed, buddy. Hold on. Hold on. I'm a little sneezy now. So Stevil's I'm like the most social, like the most willing to greet you, friendly kind of guy. He's not the most excited about being held. Like he'd rather like come greet you. Like his favorite thing I think is like if you give him like a little treat, he'll like grab it, take it away, come back for more, like hoard them somewhere. Those are kind of our favorite things to do with Stevil. So yes, he's just kind of all one color. He's got the brightest pink eyes is the technical term. Oh, sorry, Stevil. I'm sorry. Got y'all sneezing, didn't I? Alright. Hi. Did you come say hello? Oh, there we go. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Sorry. These poor little guys, they weren't expected to be on camera today, were ya? Alright. Give him a moment to chill and I'll bring him up. This is Damon. Damon. He was one of the most cuddly guys. He's also was one of the biggest. I don't know, I haven't weighed them in a little while. It's hard for you, isn't it? Because when they're right by the cage, they're super ready to hop back in. It's okay. There. Can you say hello? Oh, hello. He does have something going on right now with his right eye that we're treating. Hold on. Okay. Wanna go back in? Okay. There. Working on his vet with that right now. I think a little scratch from the other little ratties. So everybody's having a great time coming out. It's really hard when the cage is right there because naturally they'll just jump right into it. Alright. I use toilet paper tubes to hide treats in. Yeah, I know, you're looking for treats. The regular kibbles are just little triangles. I know, it wasn't that exciting. Maybe before I bring out the other boys, it looks like they're all going back to sleep here. I'll wake them up with a little treat. I don't usually give them. This is like a little mixed pilly stuffs. I don't use it as their main diet because they really like to pick out the things that they want and not so much get the balanced diet. Give me some food. I know you're sleeping. You want some? They're pretty nocturnal. Definitely awake like 9 o'clock. Like, yeah, let's get up and awake. So I think before that's a little early. Oh, they're so sleepy. Hi. You want something? I find the biggest thing is that their colors have changed so much. Like, Rat Damon used to have like a brown head, like a brown hood, and then like brown spots down his back. Those kind of disappeared, and he got like the tan nose, and then one of them already had a tan nose, and then two, developed tan noses that didn't before. So there was a moment at the time, I was like, I don't know if I can tell them apart. Is he come for it? Oh my goodness. Oops. Just making a mess of food now. It's coming out again. I know. So, oh goodness. Just spilling all the stuff. So what I will try and do is just pour some of it in here so they can root around and find it later. Work for their food a little bit, especially where it's the special stuff. You might think? I really should have filmed this like at their excited time of night and not like try and wake them up from a nap. Hi. Okay. Oh, sorry, can I get enough? I find sometimes their own little sounds can be like ASMR, like the little gentle crunching or crinkling of things. Stevil is like out like a light back there. Like he is like the most food motivated and he's just in the very back sleeping. He can't be bothered. Everybody's got a little crusty in their eye, I think, just from sleeping and not cleaning up yet. Something big to watch for the rats, though. So they can have like what look like red tears. Like you're like, oh my gosh, they're bleeding from their eyes. That's not blood. Don't worry. It's it's porphyrin is the word for it. So it's like staining from a gland that they have in their eye that looks red. Usually something you can see More so like in times of stress or illness that you'll see it more. So if they're not bleeding from their eyes, don't worry. It's normal glandular material, but usually you have to figure out why it's there. I did a lot of research on my rats and I don't know everything, but I wanted to make sure I knew what I was getting into. Yeah. Okay. I think. Hello. You can see me. I know. Oh, there's a little boy. So it might be hard to start telling people apart. Bring it right up here, buddy. Oh my goodness. This is Barry Potter. Yeah, because he used to have like a little zigzag on his forehead. I know you're going back in, are you? Come here. No. Hi. Hi. How are you? Barry. He's pretty good to hold. Everybody just wants to go back in the cage. You want to go back in? Here. Hi. No. I know you want no part of this. And okay, let's see. Can we get you? Can we get you? Oh goodness. No. Sorry. It might be hard to tell these guys apart, but Splinter. Splinter. So, how could you have a rat and not have one named Splinter? Okay. So he was the fourth one, the last one I went to go back and get, and he was the most scared initially. Like I couldn't pick him up. He would run away. He was terrified. Hi. Hello. Say hello. This is Splinter. Oh, did you touch the mic? You're sniffing the mic. What is that? Maybe he's the most photogenic. Are you back there? You're back there. Little Barry. So it did take me a little while to make sure I knew who everybody was again, because they all had that brown nose. Didn't ya? Splinter, Barry, Rat Damon, they all look kind of alike. Stevil, like you always know who Stevil is. Right? I know. You find him? Did you figure it out? Yeah. You think? I don't usually wear like a lot of makeup around these guys, I guess. Like I'd make sure I don't like to wear nail polish around them either, just in case. So I think he just tried to taste my eyelashes, just like to see if he could take them off. Didn't you? Can you hear? No, he said no way, I'm not going back. So I think that was a really long ramble about my rats. I just want to introduce them. They might make appearances in future videos, maybe more so when they are awake and they're feeling up to it, not when I wake them up and bribe them with food. Did they come back out? I think you are going after my eyelashes. You can't eat them. You can't eat them. I'm sorry. I could probably be distracted all day with these guys. They're pretty cute. They're pretty cute. They'll try like jewelry. I'll try and take anything that's abnormal or special. Yeah. Hi. He's coming over. Hi. Crazy rat lady now, I promise. I think the most ticklish thing is I had Splinter once put his nose right in my ear and I was like, oh, like don't freak out because this is as bold as he's ever been. So yes, recap. 4 rats, Stevil, Barry Potter, just Barry, Rat Damon, I think he's gonna go by Damie for the most part, and then Splinter. And they all get along really well. They're all really nice, curious, playful, sweet. They have a little wheel on the bottom. Yeah, sometimes they'll take your fingernail and see if it's food. They're very gentle. They're just gonna like grab it with their teeth and they're like, oh no, it's not coming. Can't be food, right? Still hoping for one day for them to boggle for me. If you like rats or don't know what boggling is and would like to know more, it's like when they're really happy and their eyes are like, oh, it's very much worth YouTubing, I promise. Is it coming back out? Oh, dear. I said no, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to come back out. What have I spin? What's back there? Alright guys, I'm sorry. I got way into this one, but welcome to the rats. Let's see, I'll zoom in here a little bit. Here. They're pretty neat little dudes. Yeah. And maybe someday we'll do like a little cage tour for them, but it's not as amazing and elaborate as some cages have been, but I think they're pretty happy. Are you coming out? It's like, now I'm awake, I'm looking for stuff. Uh-huh. Should I close it in there? So it cause any problems? Should I close it in? Yeah, I know I could make this video last forever. Because I love watching them. Like, it's just, yeah. And close it. Watch your toes. Good boy. Yeah. See if I can drop it down here gently. They're pretty happy.